All right, hello Facebook. I hope your day is going well. We have been tracking a lot of breaking news coming in here to the KENS 5 newsroom this morning. If you haven't heard, there is a fire right now going on in parts of San Antonio. I can even pull it up full here. We're going to be talking about weather, of course, in this, but I also wanted to make sure y'all are aware of what is going on around the city. So I believe this fire is on South Flores Street. We have reporters on it right now. We're going to have a complete update on KENS5.com. There's also going to be an update during our noon show later on today. So make sure you tune in. We're going to have all the latest news on this fire and just what else we're tracking there throughout the day. So we're going to talk a little bit about weather, though, of course. I just wanted to give you all a quick update about what we're tracking out there other than just the weather. I see Donna saying good morning. Good morning to you. Hello, Seth. Hello, Lynn. Hope your day is going well. It is a beautiful day. And yeah, we'll continue to watch this. Let me go ahead and jump into weather, though. Right now it's 57 degrees in northwest San Antonio. The San Antonio airport sitting at 58. Not looking too bad as we look out towards the airport. A lot of blue sky overhead. And you see similar conditions out at Calaveras Lake. Man, I want to show you something on this Calaveras Lake sky cam. Look at the horizon. Right there, you see the smoke going across the sky? That's from the fire. Look at the extent of where the smoke is going. The wind really blowing it, and you can kind of see where it's a little bit darker than the rest of the sky. So yeah, smoke definitely going across parts of San Antonio. If you see it, know that it is because of that fire. So we'll continue to watch that pretty closely. Again, we're going to have a complete update on KENS5.com, in the KENS 5 app, and then we're also having updates on that during our noon show today. So be sure to tune in. Let's jump a little bit more into weather. Right now, mold is fairly light. Ash is also sitting light today. I've told y'all this before, and my phone had actually turned off there. Let me get it back on so I can answer some of y'all's questions. Whenever ash is on the board, I'm always dealing with a lot in the way of allergies. So that is my condition. That's my condition today as well. Whenever we have ash on the board, I always seem to be sneezing a little bit myself. Not having many questions coming. Please ask some questions if you feel like you need to. Yvonne says, well, yeah, it's going to warm up. That fire is, oh, yeah, goodness. Yeah, I hope, Yvonne, I hope everyone's okay out there, too. Temperatures right now sitting at 57 in Kerrville, 57 in Bernie. We've got 58 here in San Antonio, 60 in Pleasanton. Meanwhile, Port Lavaca, kind of the warm spot on the map at 64 and 63 for our friends in George West and Beeville. Looking across the Lone Star State is 47 in Amarillo and 48 in Lubbock. Meanwhile, 67 down towards Brownsville. Taking a look at the state as a whole, not a lot of cloud cover. You see a little bit of it over towards El Paso and West Texas and stretching into Big Bend National Park, but that's about it. Not seeing much cloud cover for anywhere else other than maybe a little bit of cloud cover closer on towards our friends in Laredo as well. South Texas, we're no different than a majority of the state, seeing a lot of sunshine out there. Not too bad for today. Aurora says, thanks for all the information. No problem. I have see questions about the humidity. We're going to be talking about the humidity in just a moment. Right now, not really much of an issue other than the fact that it's drier. So if you wanted more humid air mass, we're not seeing too much in the way of humidity right now. I see, would it be safe to finally wash my truck? The answer is yes. You'd be fine washing your truck for today. Lynn says, any rain this weekend? Lynn, it doesn't look too much like it. We're going to be talking about that here in just a moment, though. Let's get through today first. Right now, temperature sitting in the 60s and 50s. They'll be rising to the lower 70s this afternoon. We'll be seeing a lot of sunshine and then a little bit of cloud cover trying to move in overnight, it looks like. You'll see here in the timeline that it won't be too much by 9 p.m. Just a little bit of cloud cover in some spots, and there you see it. Going to be mostly clear and maybe even partly cloudy in spots there by about 4 a.m. on Saturday. But notice the temperature starting off in the 40s compared to those 30s we had this morning. We started off at about 39 degrees this morning in San Antonio. So was a little bit cool, but we're warming up nicely. And for the weekend, it looks nice as well. Check it out. By 12:30 p.m., temperatures in the mid-60s to upper 60s. We're talking 70s tomorrow afternoon by the time we get to around 4 o'clock. I will be going out for hikes myself, enjoying the nicer weather. By the way, checked out Guadalupe State Park here just yesterday. Man, beautiful state park right near San Antonio, too. If you've never been, I strongly suggest it. Maybe even for this weekend. Saturday looks great for it. Sunday, temperature starting off in the 50s. A lot of cloud cover. And then we make our way into the afternoon, and temperatures will eventually rise into the 70s. But 10 a.m., that's as far as future clouds and radar will take us out to. That's one of the weather models that we check at daily. So over the next 7 days, I'm about to show you when we'll see this rainfall. Won't happen this weekend, though. The next 7 days, it looks like we're going to see anywhere from about trace to a quarter of an inch of rain. So less than a quarter of an inch of rain for pretty much everybody. Not a lot of rainfall. We need rain still. Guys, I've been talking about it for months, and I'm sure it's like a broken record now. But, you know, we really could use some more rain. Drought conditions continue to stick around for the region. I want to show you that this area has seen a lot of improvement, mainly up towards the hill country, while down towards Gonzales, Pleasanton, Uvalde, Eagle Pass, Cotulla, Tilden, this is an area where it needs more rain. You know, just a couple months ago, it was different. Areas of the hill country were in a severe drought to extreme drought, and down to the southeast of San Antonio, they were in good shape. So now things have kind of flipped a little bit. We need a little bit more rain there southeast of San Antonio. It just doesn't look like we're going to see much of it this week. 7-day forecast shows that we stick with warmer conditions through Monday. It's not till Monday night that we see rain chances return, even though we do see an increase in cloud cover for Sunday and Monday. Rain chances will stick around through Tuesday and then to early Wednesday morning, but by Wednesday afternoon will be dry. And you see a bit of a change in the temperature, a little bit of a cool down there into Wednesday. Not going to be a big cool down, though. Not like what we had here these past few days where we had the huge cool down. So nice to know that it won't be as cold. And guys, I'm actually going to bring up a $3. That way y'all can also keep track of this fire that we're tracking in the newsroom. So you can watch the fire right here as well. We'll have updates on the app on our website and at noon. But in case anybody has any questions, this is a fire that we've been tracking here for a little, I'd say more than an hour now. We have crews out there keeping track of it. But we'll have an update on that coming up during our noon show in about an hour. So the rainfall outlook for the next 8 to 14 days, switching gears here back to weather. You'll notice that we are expecting around average amounts of rainfall. So as we move through that first week of March, that first full week of March, it looks like not anything too out of the ordinary for our weather pattern, but it does look like we will be warmer than average. So I always like to look at these outlooks for 8 to 14 days, give us an idea what it may be like. It's not a set in stone thing. You know, when you get out to 8 to 14 days, it's really tricky to pin down that forecast. It's kind of like, I'll compare it to this. Tomorrow, you know exactly what you're going to do. Do you know what you're going to do 10 days from now? Do you know your exact plan for the day? It gets kind of tricky. Same thing with the forecast. That's why we're saying that we can get an idea on what we're going to be doing possibly, but you can't pin it down exactly. So as far as the San Antonio rainfall amounts for this month, looks like we are behind average a little bit, and we are behind average on our yearly total. You'll notice we are behind average by a little more than half an inch. So we could use some more rainfall. Just doesn't look like we're going to get much this week. But what about everybody else? You know, we love to look around the state to get an idea of what's going on for the weekend especially. Here's your Lone Star 3-day forecast. Looking pretty good there for a majority of the state for Saturday. Little windy in some spots like Lubbock, Corpus Christi, Amarillo could have some very breezy conditions. Temperatures, though, in the 70s everywhere you look. Looking like a gorgeous week across the state, or gorgeous Saturday, rather. For Sunday, maybe a little bit of rain in Houston. Everybody's seeing a pickup in the wind activity, it's looking like. And temperatures are in the 70s and 80s for everywhere. It's not until we get into Monday that the temperatures start to swing a bit. Many people still in the 70s, but you check out El Paso at 61. We'll have 54 in Amarillo. A little bit cooler in some spots, and you see the cloud cover building in, just like what we're expecting here in South Texas. So that's a quick update on all that. I always love to look at the flu index, give us an idea. I don't have the flu myself. You hear me sniffling. Remember, I am not good whenever we have ash on the board for the allergy count, and that's what we have on the board for today. Honolulu, down to local activity for the flu, and then you see Oregon The other state that is not widespread, but still having regional activity for the flu, so Texas still very widespread here. So I'm going to bump everything back to this this tower cam or the sky cam shot in northwest San Antonio. There's all the smoke. Again, we're tracking this closely. We're going to have an update on it. You can go to kents5.com. We have information up on it right now. We also have a lot of information that's going to be coming out for our noon show. Calaveras Lake even showing that smoke on the horizon way out there. Of course, that is very far away from where that sky cam is. You can see that smoke kind of on the horizon. So I think that's it. I don't see any more questions coming in. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the weather. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. It's going to be a gorgeous weekend, and I hope y'all can get out and enjoy it. Have a great one.